Trump's three wives, where are they now? Number 1, Ivana Trump. Ivana met Donald in 1976 while working together, married him after 9 months, and they had 3 children during their 15-year marriage. Ivana helped build Donald's real estate empire, including Trump Tower in New York and Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City, New Jersey. They divorced in 1992. Sadly, Ivana passed away in 2022 after a fall at her home. She was 73. Number 2, Marla Maples. Marla had a daughter, Tiffany, with Donald in 1993. The same year, they married at a lavish ceremony at the Plaza Hotel. Marla, an actress, appeared in films and TV shows throughout the 90s and early. 2, they divorced in 1999. Marla raised Tiffany as a single mom and has said in interviews that she still loves Donald and considers his other 3 children as her own. Number 3, Melania Trump, Donald's current wife, born in Slovenia, married him in 2005 and they had a son, Barron, in 2006. Melania met Donald at a party in 1998 and they began dating shortly thereafter. They got engaged in 2004, married in 2005 at Donald's resort in a grand wedding, and welcomed to their son Barron the following year. When Donald became president in 2017, Melania became the second First Lady born outside the United States, after Louisa Adams, wife of John Quincy Adams. According to the biography Free Melania, Melania's encouragement and support were crucial in Donald's decision to run for president.
Donald Trump specifically announcing on his Truth Social platform that his first wife, Ivana Trump, has died. Mr. Trump, the former president, calling Ivana, his first wife, quote, a wonderful, beautiful, and amazing woman who led a great and inspirational life, saying it is with deep sadness that we announce the passing of Ivana. Remember, she's the mother to the former president's oldest children, Ivanka, Don Jr., Eric. The Czech-born woman met the future president while working in New York as a fashion model in the late 1970s. As we mentioned, she was mom to Don Jr., to Ivanka, to Eric, and a grandmother to their combined 10 children. During her marriage to former President Trump, she also took on big roles in the Trump Organization, which at the time managed the family's real estate holdings. She was 73 years old.
Donald never touched me. He treated me fantastic. I never had a problem. Don was always polite. Our financial agreement was done. We became friends. We were together for 16 years.
Did he ever treat you badly in the marriage?
Never. I was his partner. I was very successful businesswoman. I built the Grand Hyatt Hotel. I built the Trump Tower. I was flying for 8 years to Atlantic City. In the morning at 8 o'clock on helicopter, coming back at 5 o'clock afternoon, running the casinos. Then I ran the Plaza Hotel. I was a boss. Donald never touched me. Even during the divorce, there was no screaming, slamming the doors, nothing. It was just question of the money. And Donald took the divorce as a business. Once that one was out of the way, we were 100% okay.
No wonder Melania held back tears at Ivana's funeral. She and Ivana had devised a scheme, but Trump outsmarted them. In 2022, Trump's first wife, Ivana, unexpectedly passed away, but surprisingly, the most sorrowful person was Melania. It was noted that she wore sunglasses throughout the funeral, afraid the media might catch her tears. Barron noticed this and nervously asked about Melania's state, while Trump remained expressionless, seemingly unfazed. Melania and Ivana shared a deep connection because they were both intelligent women who prioritized gaining benefits from marriage over pursuing romance. When Ivana divorced Trump, she took half of his fortune and focused on getting her 3 children into key positions in the Trump Organization. Upon learning that Melania had accepted Trump's proposal, Ivana quickly formed a secret agreement with her. As long as Melania treated Ivana's 3 children well, Ivana would help her secure more money from Trump. However, their plan ultimately failed because Trump, having learned from his first marriage, used a prenuptial agreement to strip Melania of inheritance rights and maintain full control over Barron. Melania sought Ivana's help, but Ivana was also troubled as her 3 children were sidelined by Trump, with none of them seeming poised to take over the Trump Organization. By the time Ivana passed away, her plans with Melania had made no progress.
Look at these lovely pictures of father and daughter. Look at all of them. Look at his hands. Don't worry, it's just normal pictures. Watch them. It's normal. It's okay. Here. Here. Wait. Many more to come. In the bed. Okay. Okay. Look at her face. Interesting. I found something else. Let me show you this. What's this?
But yeah.
And what floor are we on?
We are on the 68th floor.
She changed the topic.
It's not a bad view to wake up to.
Fact check. Old photos of Trump with his daughter Ivanka have resurfaced. They're real. Two old photos showing Donald Trump with his daughter Ivanka as a child have resurfaced on social media in July 2025. These images gained renewed attention as Trump's past connection to Jeffrey Epstein came under fresh scrutiny. Social media users sarcastically shared the photos with captions questioning Trump's behavior. Despite the controversy, fact checkers confirmed that both photos are authentic. One photo, taken at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in 1996 by photographer Brian Smith, was featured in Time magazine. Smith's official website hosts that photo along with several similar images of Trump and Ivanka. The other picture came from Ivanka Trump's Instagram, where she posted it in 2013 with the caption, "Me and my dad." Both photos clearly identify Donald and Ivanka Trump, confirming their authenticity. These photos are not new and have been fact-checked before by outlets like Snopes. Similar past claims included a photo of Trump and Ivanka on a bed and false claims linking Trump, Epstein, and a minor girl. Fact checkers have repeatedly debunked misleading narratives built around such photos. The current resurfacing serves as another example of how old content is reused in political discourse.
What's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that. If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Oh, it's so weird. Stop.
You know what? You are sick.
I know,
Yeah. You're known for saying outrageous things, Mr. Trump.
Who are you, Woody Allen?
And allegations about Donald Trump's behavior towards women, ET discovered this footage in our archive, which we provided to CBS News.
Dude, Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years.
No, I mean, some of these foreign girls, you know, Mr. Trump, in my country, we say hello with vagina. And,
Well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that.
Well, I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, you know, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. You know, I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? You know, they're sitting there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women. And so I sort of get away with it.
Sexual predator.
You know about sexual predators and things like that. I mean,
You are one.
All right, I was going to say that. But, it's true.
My daughter is beautiful, Ivanka.
By the way, your daughter.
She's beautiful.
Can I say this? A piece of ass.
Ivanka lost it after Jasmine Crockett exposes her secret affairs with Trump on live TV. Imagine a room frozen in silence as a single folder slams onto the desk encrypted messages, travel logs, secret photos that no public record will ever admit exist. On live television, a lone congresswoman from Texas calmly unravels a hidden web of private power, exposing a princess of the White House scrambling to defend herself. In the next 45 seconds, you'll witness the moment Ivanka Trump's composure shatters under the weight of undeniable proof that a game of father and daughter behind closed doors has rewritten the rules of ethics in Washington. This is the scandal they never saw coming. Hit subscribe now if you're ready to stand against secret power and hidden privilege. Smash that like button to send a message the people demand transparency, not cover-ups. Comment below with your jaw-dropping reaction and stay with us for the full 30-minute journey into deception, betrayal, and the fight for accountability. You won't believe how deep this rabbit hole goes. She arrived just before 9 in the morning, stepping into the cavernous hearing room of the Capitol, like any other witness. Muted navy suit, straightened hair, lips pressed into a practiced smile. Cameras rolled as Ivanka Trump approached the semicircular table, her confidence polished by decades of privilege. On the opposite side, at the far left corner, sat Representative Jasmine Crockett of Texas, a former public defender turned congresswoman who kept her gaze fixed on a neat stack of manila folders. No one paid much attention until the moment the gavel fell. The hearing was billed as a routine ethics review of a relaunched family foundation, but the air crackled with an unspoken tension. Lobbyists milled behind velvet ropes, aides tapped their phones beneath the table, and C-SPAN viewers braced for nothing extraordinary. Jasmine, however, was anything but routine. Her lightning-quick fingers scrolled through encrypted messages no journalist had ever seen. Months ago, she had tracked the digital breadcrumbs, private server logs, unrecorded flight manifests, hotel shift reports, all documenting a father and daughter duo operating beyond public view. Outside the room, lawmakers from both sides lingered in the hall, exchanging polite nods, unaware that one single folder, when slammed onto the table, would shatter the facade.
Donald Trump had specifically asked about me because I remind him of his daughter, and she said, well, she's 13 as well. So he knew the first time that he saw me. But he comes over mad because I was crying, and he said that I should be thankful that someone like Donald Trump took my virginity. He basically didn't say took my virginity. He said, I should be glad that someone like Donald Trump popped my cherry and not some pimply little 14-year-old. And I just was like, what if I said, what if I get pregnant? Not even talking to him. I didn't want to talk to him. I was talking to Tiffany. And he said, well, you'll get an abortion then, bitch, and then just walked away.
I would put my fist through his face.
He's such a dangerous, I don't know how he is a candidate. He is so dangerous, and what he brings to my country, what he's awakened in my country is bigotry and distrust and a certain kind of supremacy in certain groups.
A global icon like Cher calls Trump a threat to the country, live on air, you know? Something just shifted. It wasn't subtle, it wasn't showbiz, it was personal, and it hit harder than anyone expected. So what exactly did she say that pushed Trump over the edge? And why did his reaction spiral into something even more revealing? All clips and statements shown are drawn from public sources and news coverage. This is how the best part begins.
Well, you know, I have to admit that I appreciate your directness, Donald. I will try and be as direct and honest with you as I possibly can be. I am positive that you are the most unattractive man I have ever met in my entire life. You know, in the short time we've been together, you have demonstrated every loathsome characteristic of the male personality and even discovered a few new ones. You are physically repulsive, intellectually you're morally reprehensible, vulgar, insensitive, selfish, stupid. You have no taste, a lousy sense of humor, and you smell. You know, you're not even interesting enough to make me sick.
If you're agreeing with Cher right now, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's see where this goes. Cher called him the most unattractive man she's ever met, and the internet did the rest.
You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way.
But Donald is no Cher fan. He's tweeted she should spend more time focusing on her family and dying career. When she tweets about him, she uses a toilet emoticon rather than Trump's name. She never runs out of bad things to call him. At the fundraiser, she raised the specter of President Trump.
And I think that if breaking news ever happened and he had to go to the podium, we would just all go.
It didn't take long. Trump's response to Cher was loud, personal, and entirely predictable. According to CNN, he accused Cher of having a dying career, said she should worry about her family, and refused to even use her name. Cher, for her part, replaced his with a toilet emoji, and suddenly this wasn't a political exchange. It was a digital shouting match between a pop legend and a former president, except only one of them seemed truly rattled.
Trump supporters fired back. Cher is way past her expiration date. Time to dump her in the trash. Cher's response, had I known I'd get such vicious hate for supporting Hillary, I would have done it anyway. Bang, bang, these two like to shoot each other down.
Cher is somewhat of a loser. She's lonely, she's unhappy.
I just think
She's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face. You know, they're all war hawks when they're sitting in Washington.
Not only Trump, but also his supporters. They called her expired, trash, and lonely.
About school and go back to school. And you know, some people not really reach back at school yet, you know. September start long time. So we are use it to really encourage and inspire one about the school thing. Because I don't see no other tune where could I really put this up. So, yeah, that tune there. Reminder. Big reminder, yes. Yesterday, why you look at people that who see you last night, you know. Yeah, because you know, say, if you don't sit down there and listen to me, I use this, I really got to do the program. So even though I don't know if anybody will listen to me still, you know, say, well, somebody will listen to me, my brethren there, my friend they out there. Before we start out the program though, I want to remind the people that this evening at 6 o'clock is Alan Cole night. It's a Jamaican tradition. I don't know where it come from. Somebody can tell me why is it that 9 is so important after the death of a one. I don't know if it's that time him spirit down go rest easy. Or what spirit rise up back and gone in somebody else. I don't know. But somebody can call me and tell me what is the tradition that lead to 9 night. Yes, I seriously want to know. I love know these things, you know. Seriously want to know. What is the tradition that lead to 9 night? I don't say, I'll be attacking shade good I know. I'll be attacking shade good I know, you know. Yeah. But no, that's a serious thing. I really want to know. Before the program though, just call me and tell me what is the thing behind 9 night when somebody dead. Yes. So we are going to show. This time, yeah. You know, fellow, we are going in America. We are tell you, Charlie Kirk have the whole place upside down, and I'm dead. I will put people never hear about him before now, you know. I talk about outside of Jamaica, outside of America. But since him dead, the whole world dead there. And trust me, man, the right people, them, some people, them turn up the problem worse than where it's supposed to get, you know. Yeah, man, you can't mention certain things about him name again, you know. So they might have fly the American flag half-mast to show how them are grieve. And them want to do certain things right now. Is that, we see people all put up picture with him, with the white Jesus and him together, you know, like him is the second coming. So them people look some savior. So them they put up Trump too. When Trump never did win yet, them put him up. But this little youth is like a gem in the Republican them side, man. Him is like, yeah, the second coming. I don't even know if the second coming of Trump, but the second coming of something, the way we see them are going. But we have our thing down here work out. Yeah, we have our thing down here work out. And I say the Prime Minister, him is not elect again. Him is elected one day, the general election. I hear some people are talk about a bogus this and a bogus that. I don't know nothing about that, about bogus. Anytime a man lose, him to take same lose, man. You have no evidence to prove, say, the PNP win the election. You have evidence to show, say, the JLP win the election. So you have to just take it to it, go and move on. Yeah, we have to move on now. The thing is that the PNP have more say in a parliament now than before. Enough more saying. So them have the power now to steer certain things in a parliament. Yes, you have to steer certain things. And we see that them are remove certain people from certain position and put certain people there. Now, I don't know if moving twist round and carry around the same people them make no difference. You know, see, it's the same people them, it's the same government, the same JLP, and we have to really say, what will happen now? Yes, what will happen now? When next year we look on it and say, last year we did have an election and we not see nothing change, or last year we did have an election and I tell you, I'm glad somebody did vote that way, you know, because see, you know, things are going good for me. So my thing is always that you must check your situation and the community where you live in and ask yourself if things is better now. And when I say no, I don't mean like no, because them just going back. But a year from now, check yourself and say, am I in a better position economically, socially, and spiritually than when 5 years ago? That is a big question. That is a big question. Can I afford to go to the supermarket or the market and buy the necessary things that I need without having to try to figure out what I must put back? So there with you. We want to talk about something about, because if we can have time to do it. Yes, okay. So, Flo, I don't know why people feel that me work with Flo. Maybe that's true for the radio still, but Flo, we have a problem here, you know. We have a big problem here. And at least not me. Only in a big problem. Now, whole heap of people hear this ad where Flo have. We are talking about some supermarket thing. You get a digital phone, not digital, a Flo phone. You pay $2,000 a month, and you can get the chip in the phone, and you get a voucher for go to supermarket. Some say $20,000 voucher, $30,000 voucher. Now, people has been saying that from them put the chip in them phone and get the phone, them here say them are going to get something in them phone for sure. Them say them have the voucher. Them can just go to the supermarket with them phone and scan the code thing on the phone, and them can shop supermarket style. Well, you know, I go down a one just to figure out what go on. I go down a one floor place and everybody in the place of course. And I never know say it's so serious until I say, you know, I go down at this place, I go find out, and I go down a half a tree where the floor place there. And I asked the sister, as a matter of fact, my name come up, it's the first time I say my name come up in a something. Say, me going to go get a chip in my phone, and you pay $2,000 a month, and then and you get a $30,000 voucher for go to supermarket. No, I couldn't refuse that $30,000 supermarket bill. I just put the chip in my phone, next phone, and I wait upon this voucher for coming on my phone. Now I go down there and them say, at 3 weeks it will take. Well, it wasn't 3 weeks then, at a month now. But a next person who I know personally come to me and say, from them get the chip, from them get the phone, the thing in them phone, at 2 months bill them pay up to now, and them still not get still not get the voucher for go to the supermarket. And that is what grab a whole heap of people. That is including myself. Because I did have a phone already. Anyway, me want to find out and me ask Vivian to check it out for me. And she said, boy, everybody she call and send her to the next person and the next person send her to the next person. And I really never want to put it on the radio still, but I hope so when I put it on the radio, somebody will call me and tell me exactly why is it that people are cuss out rotted down a average, not the average tree down a, not the one down a average road, so the one where the plaza up near TB there. Why is it that so much people in their cause? Then are so much people who promise voucher Rasta, and how much people they get voucher, by the way? That is really what we really want to find out. Anybody who sign up for this thing get a voucher for go to a supermarket for spend, where them get $20,000, because I don't know nobody will do it and get no voucher. But somebody out there must get a voucher because them couldn't just advertise this thing so. And people now get no voucher, including myself. Including some people who are close to me. We go so when I will tell them how you know, but some them tell me say a 2 months them pay. 2 months them pay now and them not get no voucher. So, would I like somebody call me from Flow because I try every best way to please the people them. That me I'll go down them myself just to please the people them. That me can come and say, me go down there in a bridge and sister, but me never get no good answer from them. Them not tell me exactly what is going on. Somebody tell me 3 weeks. And that is 3 weeks gone a month now. And still yet no voucher come up in a nobody phone where me talk to. So, when I forget the things straight, I just call IRFM and tell you exactly what is happening with this flow thing we want to have advertise. And even this program at all. Them have to just rectify it. Because people really upset. Because the amount of noise of me hear. The amount of noise of me hear that the place there. Pan, our little plaza there name again. So plaza there right beside Plaza 50 there. Yeah. Right between NCB and yeah. The amount of cussing when me hear a go on. The amount of cussing when me hear a go on about this voucher. You get a voucher for go get phone from Floor. You know with nothing. You know use Floor. A whole lot of people never use Floor yet, you know, until them hear about the voucher thing, you know. But you hear about it though. Yeah. A whole lot of people never use a Floor. And this voucher thing make everybody switch, you know, and go on a Floor, you know. But then we don't hear nobody say nothing about where the voucher there for go to the supermarket. You know, say people will want to know, say, them have $20,000 for go get food at supermarket. So here we are, know. We are going to come forward, you know, it's a soon time for the news and sports. So, and we talk about the flow thing and how the people them really upset. And 2 people, since the news and the sports, 2 people called me a while ago and say, why most of them find themselves in the same position. Them go down on the floor and I try to find out something. And them I hear say, yeah, you know, it will come, don't worry, we must worry. I don't think people them are worried, you know. I just think say, it's like them hear this thing and it get so much advertisement and so much promotion. And them never expect, say, so long after, them would have to take bus, go down at the place. And I'm matter of fact, me drive, go down there, down half a tree. Me drive, go down there, just to find out what happened. And the woman say, people must worry, it take 3 weeks, but people take them pay bill already. 2 bill them pay. That means a 2-month bill that a 8 weeks. And them still not see nothing about no voucher. So I don't know if anybody will listen. If anybody will listen, you could have called IRFM and talk to Vivian and really explain to her why is it that this thing hold up so long. Because it don't look good. It don't look good. Trust me. It don't look good. Because you know Jamaican people from them hear that, you know, say, whether them did have a phone or not from floor, them will get a phone, we can work. You know, see it. It's not good. It not look good at all. So, yeah, we just call out to floor to say, fix it, yes, fix it. And we get an answer from floor. We get an answer from floor. That means somebody out there listen, but we're going to tell you what them say. Well, I can't tell you now, still we can't have time for the cash part. There's somebody named Mr. Flynn from Floor. Called me just now. He said, this is Vivian. He says he's been in dialogue with you regarding the issue. He says he's investigating it. He's investigating why it taking so long for the voucher to be processed. He will call me back soon, which is Vivian him call. Him say we'll call back Vivian soon. Well, I hope it's before the program done. You know, see, because I don't want nobody come rush me. You know, see, I don't want them rush me, though. No, Floor, fix it quick. Trust me, fix it. Yeah. Because since that I was that 2 people call me and I say, yes, most of them not the same position. So we just want you to fix it, all right? Yes. So, we are waiting for the, that is where we're there. And we want the people them to stop calling me. We want the people them to stop calling me, Rasta. The man say, we don't ever hear what the man say, please stop calling me. The man said, go and get back to me as soon as possible. Him say, "I'll get back to me." So just wait, man. We have till 5 o'clock, 5:30 to figure out this thing out. So I beg you, don't call me back. Trust me about the subject, about that subject. Okay. Here we go. Hey, all female, we are going today, you know. All female music. Yeah, that's what we do today, as you can hear. So, as we are saying, 4 o'clock, we're going up on the subject, People's Court, and all that too, you know, if you want to call and ask the lawyer something, you can call and ask her. Davian Vassal, that is who we're going to talk to today. Davian Vassal, and the topic is the pros and cons of adding someone's name to an existing land title and the legal complexities of removing an added name. Yes, so we really want to go into that because that is something where affect a whole heap of Jamaican people. It's come on to title and land. People kill people over that. People kill people over them land title business there, you know. All the while you hear about it. So we are going to go into that. Yeah, we are going to go into that. Meanwhile, in between time, we do something like this. We're supposed to have somebody from Floor on the line. Am they there yet? Oh, the operator, I get him. Okay, all right. So we can go and play. Okay. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Motor. How you doing?
Who this me talking to?
Your brethren from Flow, man. Levon Flynn, the public relations manager.
Oh, I've been talking to you too.
Yeah, man. Me same one.
And you solve a whole heap of problems to me too.
Yes.
All right, we can see if you can solve this one now. Because it's not only me involved, I know it's a whole heap of people, whole heap.
Yeah. All right, so as it relates to the issue with the supermarket vouchers, first of all, I just want to thank all our customers out there. Want to thank them for their patience. Thanks for sticking with Flow. And a part of how we are rewarding our customers is by providing them with a supermarket voucher. So customers like yourself who would have signed up for the Yard and Roll, or who would have added their mobile plan to their home service, would have qualified for a supermarket voucher anywhere between $10,000 to $30,000. Now, in previous years, when we first had this promotion, we were issuing physical gift vouchers. However, the difference is this year is that we're issuing, the voucher is in the form of a QR code. So the first thing I would ask customers to do who are having problems, so once you signed up for the service, you're not going to necessarily get a follow-up call from Flow. What you will get is an email to your inbox with the instructions. So I think that part is probably deceiving a lot of persons. So you're not going to get a phone call from a Flow customer rep. You should get an email from Flow customer service. And in the event that it would have perhaps gone to your junk folder or your spam folder, I'll tell persons what that email address is. It is no reply at mail-com.discoverflow.
Say it again there.
All right, I'm going to say it one more time. It is no-reply at mail-coms.discoverflow.co. So that would have been the email that went out. That would be the first email with the instructions. So in that email, it will have another link which takes you to our website for you to complete the registration for the QR code. Once you complete that registration, you then get another mail with the actual QR code. And that QR code is what you will actually take to the supermarket to get to use as cash to purchase anything within the supermarket.
All right. So how long ago this was in line with where we're going now? How long ago? Because I just hear about that, and I don't know nobody. The people who are close, I never hear about that. So I don't know. Man, so, how long ago you put this in place?
From we launched the campaign early in the year, that this would have been discussed at the point of signing up for the service. So if it is that, for whatever reason, this wasn't communicated to our customers, we deeply apologize for it. But that's the process we have in place. Once you're adding a mobile plan to your home service, or once you're a brand new customer signing up for Yard and Road, and you qualify for the supermarket voucher, that should have been explained to our customers. So again, if that wasn't done, we deeply apologize for that oversight.
You know, my daughter, who the pandemic thing, the regular, she says 2 months ago she signed up for it. And I know that never said to her. So, go and no-reply at mail. What is it? No-reply at mail.com.
Yes. So you should have received that message, that email rather, coming from Flow.
In your mail that you give them. In the mail that you give them.
Yes, at the mail. So that's the mail it would have come from. Or even just to go in your inbox, if you put in just search your inbox, search Discover Flow or search Flow in your inbox. Or if you don't see it there, again, depending on the settings on your email, it probably went to your junk or your spam folder. So that's a good place to check as well.
And then when you find it, you say them do what?
Yeah, so once you find that mail, the instructions is in that original mail. Yes, of how to retrieve your supermarket voucher.
All right. For those of you who are call me, you're the man say. I thank you for reply so fast still, you know. Give thanks.
Yeah, man, no problem. Once it was brought to our attention, I went and sought the information. And again, we want to apologize for the customers who have been having any troubles, any delays. But again, just check your email and the information should be there.
Yeah, the people them know ram for customer in our office them know. The people them ram for customer in the office them. Trust me. All right, sir. So
we are very passionate customers, man. But we love them.
All right, sir. Give thanks, yeah.
All right, thanks. All the best.
All right, yeah. So, election done. I have the next 5 years to think about where I think about. I don't want to sound like a broke record, you know, but I don't want to sound like a broke record, but you know. The rain start come heavy, you know. For about a week now, I see the rain a fall heavy. And guess what? The road them start mash up again. Yes, me can tell you about 4 different spots coming up Long Lane there to reach a Stone Hill. Where the road them start. People have to go up on the other side of the road. It's a terrible thing. Terrible. Okay, we're going to take a break and come forward. Break time. We're there with you. This is the stepping razor. We say, as we have said, the government, same government, same people them. You know, I mean, I don't know what can be done when you have the same people them, all the people them must saying not doing what them supposed to do. If you put them, and we are talking about the two people them, the two party them, if you put them back to do the same thing, the same way, you will get the same result. It's just simple. But everybody is open. Because that is the name of the game now. You're open that they will do something different. You know, we hear the Prime Minister talk about continue to do what them was doing. You know, to build this, to that, this, that. But I don't know how. I don't know if him see it. I don't know if him knows say where we are see on the road is not, maybe it's not where him a see. You know, I don't know if him feel say we are exaggerate where we are see. And him knows say where him a see is totally different from where we are see. Or maybe where we are see is totally different from where him a see, which is the same thing. Now, there's too much importation going on in Jamaica. And we are talking about food importation now. Food. Simple thing like onion. Simple thing like onion and Irish potato and them something there. Flood. And then you have some place where you go, you see some fruits. I guess these fruits is for the upper class people them, because them use a certain fruit from America. We use some mango, and we use some breadfruit and Jew plum. You know, we not kind of use some blackberry and, you know, certain liquor. Yes, we would have want to call exotic fruit, but it's not exotic certain way. But guess what? I can't we are going in America now. The fruit them, I don't know if the fruit them is fit for consumption. Yeah, I don't know. Because them a package and I move from America come down and so in a some little plastic package. What is it that is on those fruits that make it stay so long? Yeah, it don't have no mildew on it. It just look like when you pick it off of the tree. Them strawberry and raspberry and the little berry them, where we see full up certain shelf in the supermarket. We know say them no plant in Jamaica. And we know say a foreign them a come from. Now when you say if a one can afford to buy certain things, him buy it. You can't go say, boy, right now, true, you can't afford it. Him no for buy it, you know. But is it necessary? Especially at that time when people are talking about, you know, we want to move the economy on a certain level and we want to sell some of our vegetables and crops them, of foreign and all them something there. Is it a good thing to be importing so much food from America? tell me, the things them where we should have import is things where is necessary, where every Jamaican can use, and not just a few Jamaican, because when them import that, it go in the pocket of certain people who have certain interests. And if you say, well, you satisfy a certain need and a certain market, it's okay with that. But then you can't turn on a ball out and say, why the importation bill high as compared to other little island. Look at other thing like water. You go to a certain supermarket, you see Fiji water. What the hell Fiji water to clear Jamaica? We really need Fiji water, Rasta. We really need the water there. I mean, I say that a water where people who travel and think know about these waters, you know. Yeah, you say, yeah, get some Fiji water from when you're coming back from the supermarket, or there. But we have water in Jamaica. We have clean water, spring water, osmosis water, all sorts of water there in Jamaica. Why we have to have companies where, meanwhile, them are import other things, them put, say, them want 1,000 crate of Fiji water or whatsoever water that is coming from foreign. When you look on the aisle shelf, most of the aisle them are come from Trinidad. Now, I mean, I say we don't support Trinidad export or importing, you know. But the amount of things where we take from them country there, I'm not going to talk about Trinidad, the amount of things where we bring to Jamaica from Trinidad, it don't ever reach 1/3 of where we send go get Trinidad. Why it have to go that way there? Even Steven. Why can't go even Steven? You mean so we don't have nothing to sell these people where we chump up our export market, but we have to have so much things from them where we are ball and I say, boy, the importation bill too high, you know. We have to cut it down. The taste. We start to have some American taste too. Yes, I tell you. We have some American taste going on, you know. Yeah, we have some American taste. And when I say, if you can't afford it, you can't go get it, you know. But at what cost? At what cost? Because when you're going to the market now, you see when people see them things up on the shelf, when them going to the market, the Jamaican market, like Coronation Market, you know, and them see, oh, well, not when them going to Coronation Market, when the seller them going to the supermarket and see how much them certain things are sell for, and them have it for them long a market I sell like nothing. Them just jack up the price. Lord God, me never know say so much for them thing. I mean down the town I sell it for this. Them just jack up the price and I realize say a whole part of the people them who go to Coronation Market are people who don't live certain place. And then when the uptown people them start realize say them can't get the thing cheaper down at Coronation Market, them go down there. And then the people them now start jack up the price to the poor people them who used to come buy from them. Like a supermarket. Coronation Market is a supermarket. Well, it's a supermarket because it's big, super, one of the biggest market in the Caribbean. But the Coronation Market used to satisfy a certain set of people. My mother used to write down lists. I'm going to a Coronation Market, get to a shop on the paper. I'm going to the supermarket that I have high-low and all them places there. Lenhap supermarket, and she write on the list and give me that egg all tell you how much egg is 30 cents a dozen. No, not 30 cents, $3. 3 cents. I said 3 shillings a dozen. Yeah, Aki. Trust me, man, you could have buy a whole tree of ackee first time.
The National Land Agency helps landowners register land through its systematic land registration program. The time by the NLA is...
Time is 14 minutes to 4 o'clock. Yeah. But I say, when you go and see the supermarket price them, as opposed to Coronation price them, it make the people them know a Coronation price market that jack up them price. To coincide with the price of them seeing at the supermarket and feature them and sell it cheaper or too cheap. When Coronation market, as we say, was for, it's a people market, people market. People who do have a certain money to spend on food every week. And now you have to spend it because when you go and you see the people, they must sell the thing them on the road. And you ask someone, how much I done for that? How much I say $500? I say, right, $500 for a dozen of cake. How that possible? And most of them, I sell the ackee on the road, you know. Them no buy it, you know. It's not like them go down the market go buy the ackee. You have some people who do that still. Them go down the market go buy the ackee and come uptown and sell it dearer. Because you have uptown people who them now go downtown go buy ackee. Understand? Like you know, go downtown just to go buy ackee still. But you have some youth where walk around a certain tree and pick ackee all up at university there. Sorry for most part of it, you know. By the up at university. Ackee, that was a ackee walk one time, you know. Yeah, man, up at the university there, man. It was a ackee walk one time. And man still know when the ackee are beer and season up, like I'll know. And them go, they go pick ackee and come on the road, come sell ackee. Now, ackee sell for all $200 a dozen, you know. And when you go to a certain place, $500 a dozen. I see a man that sell breadfruit $1,000 him roast it and sell it for $1,000. A breadfruit, you know. Every Sunday, and I tell you where him there, you know. And I tell you where him there, but people who drive past him know. $1,000 for a roast breadfruit. I say, wait, how did they so? And I bet you say the breadfruit tree when pick it off and not implant it. And not implant the breadfruit tree. Anyway, why me I say all of these things is that the government, because the government are complaining like the people them too, you know. Too much importation, we need to cut down on this, we need to do that and them thing there, and them way there. And them now check say, sometimes them cause the whole problem to exist and stay the same way. Why is it that we don't have no rice in a Jamaica? Which may have said that for much years now. So we used to plant rice in a Jamaica, Westmoreland rice, red rice. Anybody ever say rice or red yet? Yeah. Indian used to plant enough rice. I don't know which part of the Indian them they know. But we used to go to Westmoreland and go get bag of rice. I put it in the dan and come back, come peach it out and get the rice out of the dan. Which when last you see Jamaican rice, nobody now plant rice again. One minister they tell me say it is on the way process, just like when I talk about the police car them. See a man we talk about the police car them. Say them and them way and them dead and this and that. And the same man come on the radio and the other tell me about them in the process of dealing the rice thing. All them cane farm if you lick down you know. Yeah man, them cane farm if you done with you know and go inside rice farming. Yeah, rice farming. Every Jamaican and yam rice. Some people yam rice every day. Rice and bully beef, rice and chicken, rice and peas and whatsoever them I eat it with it. And we no plant rice. Why Jamaica no plant rice? Them have to go to Guyana, them have to go import it from Guyana, them have to import it from this. And when you go in at the supermarket, you see this big Ben guy, him supposed to tell you know, but like the little girl pan there, Betty milk, condemned milk. We need to take a stock. Because the people them can't burn them belly no more. Even though them feel like say that not happen again. Because that me hear them and say things get so good now that certain things where you used to do, you don't have to do that again. But people still have to abandon them belly. Yeah, them still have to abandon them belly because the food in a Jamaica too expensive for a Caribbean island. We're supposed to have plant food. And then put so much chemical on the food them for get it quick for go and market with. That it come like the same farmer them are poison the people them slowly and you don't even know so you get poison. Because the chemical them will come from America and all these places. It's slow poisoning the people them. The doctor them don't know how to cure them. The doctor them don't have a clue. When people go to the doctor and say, boy, this and that happen. Them just give you something and say, go and go drink it. Take it 3 times a day and watch it. If not, now come back to me. I come back to me and say, if I get that medicine, sometimes more expensive than the first one. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. So when we have the road and say, people for plant them food, you know. Backyard farming, rubber tire farming, cut the big 5 gallon back of them and put dirt in them, bust up the whole of the back of them and plant in them. All them jump on them and say, people have to cut them in tree. Cut them in tree. And start planting some things if you don't have no yard. If you live in the garrison, them and them thing there, you just use jump on, use rubber tire and plant vegetable in a rubber tire them 5 gallon buckle where all about the place now. Even the little 2 liter buckle them, let me say. Them thing they can plant enough to all tomato. Them back water buckle there, you plant them a tomato and hang them up on your wall, nail and hang them up. And you saw the tomato them start to hang down like Christmas tree. So innovation we are dealing with. Planting the food is the best thing, man. And a psychological thing, you know. When you plant your own food and you eat it, you know, it come like it tastes nicer than the one you go buy. And you know, say it tastes so different. It's a psychological thing and it tastes so different. It's just that you feel good for doing, say, you go around the back of your yard and you pick the ackee and you pick the breadfruit and you chop down some banana and all them something there. Planting. Man, I said I'll plant for $300 for one finger. Where them things they come from? $300 for one finger banana, you know. Not banana, yam. When I say yam, planting. $300 for one finger of planting. Oh gosh, man. And when you carry them by your yard nowadays, you know, the place so hot, you know, that it just get black instantly ripe up. Yes. People used to make, you know, say you can't make dumpling with green yam. When I tell you the same thing, green planting. Yeah, man. You can't make dumpling with green planting. Greater the green planting. You have to put nothing in it. But make sure you put it in the pot when the pot are boil. You know, so ripe plant when it get black. You can take it, peel it and put it in your freezer and freeze it and then make shake with it, put it in your blender, the plant there. You don't have to put no sugar in it. Nutmeg and thing, little vanilla or whatsoever. And if you have little peanut or whatsoever, you don't have to cook nothing. Peanut, throw in it or cashew or whatsoever you have there. You know, throw that in that. And if you have 2 mango, you put it in it too. We don't have to buy them whole heap of things from foreign and then jack up the whole price of things. Make who can afford it, go buy it. And don't stretch your hand where you can't reach it. That me I tell you now. Don't try it, stretch where you can't reach. You have some people can go in the supermarket and take up what they want and put it in the trolley and just go through and not feel no way. You have some people, every time they take up something, they have to look on the price. Every time they take up some tomato, they have to look on the price. They take up this, they have to look on the price. You have some people going there, take up tomato. Them don't show that you know that one tomato, one scallion, one that. They don't show that it's Charlie and just gone. Most Jamaican people have to look on price. Why them a look on the price? Because them a look if them can afford it. And when you look on where them a sell in the supermarket, I don't know how people can afford these things. It's a terrible, terrible thing. This is the stepping razor. And as this is the time, the lawyer, and we have Davian Vassell here, attorney at law for over 10 years. He operates a law firm, Davian L. Vassell and Associates. He holds 2 degrees with honors in political science and law from the University of the West Indies. He believes in service to others and giving back. He has served as president of the Law Society at least Faculty of Law, UWI Law Rep, and the Guild of Students, and was president of the Norman Manley Law School Students Association. We want to talk about the pros and cons of adding someone's name to an existing land title and the legal complexities of removing an added name. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Stepping Razor.
Why you talk to me like you know me, man?
We have met before, man. We have met before. You have come to a few guest lectures while I was doing the political science degree at UA.
Okay, of a social science department.
Social sciences, yeah.
Yeah, all right, sir. Give thanks. So you passed it, this and that, and you're well established already.
Yeah, well, you don't know where to do the right thing, service of the people. Mm-hmm.
All right, so you know the topic, the pros and cons of adding someone's name to an existing title and the legal complexities of removing and adding name. So I'm going to talk about the pros of adding someone's name to an existing land titles. A name will never did it, but you want to put a name on it. What you have to do that?
All right, so usually all we do is we do an instrumental transfer. And this instrumental transfer has to be signed by the persons whose name appear on the title. Now, when I say persons are persons. For example, if your mother has a title and your name is on it, her name is on it, and she wants to add your name to it, she has to do the instrument of transfer. Because what she'll be doing, is to transfer 50% to herself and 50% to you, because she would be owning 100% of the property. So she will have to sign as a transferor and as a transferee, because what she'll be doing, as I said, in essence, in law, she owns 100% and she's transferring 50 to herself and 50 to you. So that's how she adds you to the title.
Okay.
You understand? So,
all right. So,
but go ahead.
Yeah. So the cons of that now is what?
Well, the pros is that if your mother should die, you wouldn't have to go through the process of trying to get a will probated if she left a will, or going through the administration process through the court, this arduous situation where if your name is on the title already, then all that will happen is that you note the death of your parent on your title and you're good. So in other words, you save a lot of money by adding your child to your title or your spouse to your title before you die. So that's a serious pro.
Okay. Some people don't want to do that.
Some people
so
don't
want
want
to the time when you have
because of the con, Stepping Razor, because of the con, the serious con is that I've seen parents come to my office and cry tears of sorrow and despair because they have added a child to their title and the child is giving them hell. Someone move out them parents out of them house in a motor and put them in a retirement.
Because them named upon the title.
What you mean, man?
You're serious?
Some children.
Hold on. This is after the parents put them name upon the title.
After the parents put them name upon the title, them force them.
They move out the parents out of the house.
Out of the house. And put them in a retirement home and sell all the property motor. That's just some people wicked picking them, some of them, man.
I'm going to have to burn down the house there.
I'm telling you,
a big problem.
Also, some of them, so in law we have a thing called the presumption of advancement. And it's just a pretty term to say, if you are a father and you add your son to the title, what you're doing is giving him an advancement, giving him a start in life. You understand?
Yeah.
So, sometimes it's very difficult to remove him from the title after that. Because, for example, you had him when he was a child and grew up now, and he don't want to come off of the title. He might say, boy, I might start in life if you give me. I know you want to take it back. But perhaps he's just not deserving anymore to remain on the title. You have to take him to court in a motor.
So how you get him off of the title?
You have to
we have to show the court.
You have to show the court, one, that he didn't contribute to the purchase of the property, and that what you were doing is just to add him to the title as security. You understand? Sometimes the court may even rule in favor of the child to say the child deserves a percentage of the property, not a 50% stake, but, for example, if the child is at the property and has spent money developing the property as a result of the parent telling the child, hey, this is my property, this, it would be unfair under those circumstances if I added my son to my title and then we have a disagreement. But before the disagreement, he was spending his money in modifying the property, you understand, maintaining the property. If it's the reason why he'll be doing that, because nobody wants to spend money on something that's not theirs. You agree, Muta? Yeah.
All right. So can he move you from off of the title by law?
No, he can't. He can't, because you are the foundation. It is you that transferred to him, so he can't get you off.
So can you move him off of the true law, move him off of it?
You can, but I'm saying you have to. If she doesn't want to come off the title, unless they come off the title, they'll have to sign the transfer, removing themselves from the title. If the person fails to do that, then you have to take them to court and get a declaration from the court that this person is not entitled to be on the title, and that is litigation. Litigation costs money.
So the law now go look on you and say, but him dep on the title, or you mean him not deserve to dep on the title and dep on it?
Yeah, because, all right, for example, a man may meet a young lady, and she rub on him head 2 times and tell him that she love him, and him love her, and besides him, I'm gonna put her name on the title. And then turns out she start to clean him out and realize that she just want to take away him property. If he takes her to the court, and the court can show the court that this property, I own this property long before I met her, and that the reason, and this is a marriage of a recent marriage, right? A marriage of recent time. It means that she would have no equity in the property because she wasn't around when it was being built, nor she contributed anything because of the recency of the marriage. He can get the court, depending, which judge you work up, and most judges will agree that she's not entitled to any stake in the property.
But we could go back to the parents thing with the son.
Yes.
If the father will remove the son from off of the title, what is it that him have to prove in the court to remove the son?
Well, he will
not talk about no, but fix up if him never fix up the house and him something. But what?
You just have to prove that he has no contribution towards the purchase of the property, and that he's not so entitled.
So why him the first why him first put him on it?
The presumption of advancement. You try. For example, if you are trying to do certain things, for example, applying for a US visa, one of the questions they ask if you own any property. You know what I mean? If you're trying to get certain loans. If your name appear on a property, it's easier for you to get certain things. So, a property security, let's not forget that, adding your child to your property may very well give your child a head start in life. For example, if the son wants a loan, the fact that his name appears on the title with his father's consent, he can take out a mortgage on the property,
Without the father consent? Without the father consent?
No, not without the father has to consent in this case.
Yeah, but suppose the father don't consent.
If the father don't consent, then it can't happen. It can't happen.
So
because
and him can't do nothing to make it happen unless the father consent.
And they can forge him father's signature and get the loan. And that's fraud. That's fraud. So so legally it can't happen without the consent of the parent who put you on the title.
Well, that is really complexity. Complexity because
it's complex. It's complex when people are just not honest and real. You understand? I've seen, as I said, parents crying and say the worst thing they could have ever do by putting them child
them son on the title.
Yeah, because some kids, some kids are not assets. Some kids come in a life and ruining a move. Everything a joke. Serious thing.
You ever have a case like that yet?
I've had cases where parents want to remove children from the title. I've seen a father having added his son to the title. His son say, come off of this. And the father had to pay him $2 million.
Oh, yeah?
The father gave him $2 million. Cause he didn't want to go through. He said, Mr. Vassal, the money will take a cost if I go through the court. And then I end up giving you the lie, the money. I said, since I want that and I done my son, I want him off of my thing. I just give him this. You understand?
So him give him $2 million and get rid of him.
$2 million, make him sign the papers. Okay. Because once the son will have to sign the instrumental transferring the property back to his father. And, of course, the TRN would be involved and all of that. Submit the documents to the stamp office, stamp it, they send up to title's office with the title, and they'll just remove the son from the title right there. And
all right. Let me ask this now.
Mm-hmm.
A man have a house.
Yeah.
And they meet a woman, and the two of them get married, and then put her name on the title. And then further along, 1 year after, she decides, say, why, me don't really like him again, but me not give up the house. Or that work out?
All right, so under the Property
How can that work out?
Under the Property Rights of Spouses Act, a spouse is entitled to 50%.
Yeah.
But that 50% is rebuttable. And you know what that means. It's a fancy word for say you can challenge it.
Yeah.
And so for the listeners. So if he takes her to court, if she decides that she's not coming out, the court will evaluate her contributions. If she has none, then the less contribution that she has towards the property, the less likely it is that she will get something from the property. You understand? But some people are just afraid to get litigious. But sometimes some people need to be taken to court to be proven a point because some people are dishonest.
So in the case of the woman is a housewife, him never iron or meal or nothing, and she wash, clean, tidy the house and him something there, that can be used for her.
Yes. All right. Let's not forget here that some of these soft things that we say women do, it allows us to function as men. When we come into a hot cooked meal in the evening and the kids are well taken care of, your laundry is done. You can't take these things for granted. She's definitely contributing to the household, just not enough financially.
Yeah.
You understand? And so we are seeing more and more where the court is taking into consideration these things in terms of it being valid contributions towards certain things. Because, for example, when I was in law school, my son's mother, when I came home in the evening, and I'm telling you, the studying was rough. And I came home, he got his bath, he ate. Most of the time, I come home, he must sleep already. The food up on the table, and I eat, and you know what I mean? I can focus on school because I had her there doing certain things. You don't think that she has contributed immensely towards my success? Of course.
Yeah.
Because
you sure at school you did
doing these things. Huh?
You sure at school you did
Yeah, me there at school, man.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible. All right. Yeah. All right. So the woman, the man, the two of them married, them in a situation, and the man go have a picnic outside.
Yeah.
Right? And the man have a picnic outside now, which is not the woman who we're married to. And him decide, say, him want to put film picnic on the title. And the woman I say, no, can't put the picnic on the title. Oh, you have to split that. Tell me how that work.
All right, so we're getting into strict legalese now. If her name is on the title with his name, he needs your consent to add anybody else to the title.
Yeah.
But if her name is not on it, of course he can add his son on it.
Yeah, but her name is on the title and he want to put his son on it. So If him him can't go on it.
No, him can't go on it. But here's the thing now, Muta. It depends on how the property is held, you know. For example, some people can hold property as tenants in common and joint tenants. If you hold the property as joint tenants, it means that it's assumed by law that 50-50.
Avian Lavasla, attorney of law. And we're talking about land title and who can get title, and if you possibly you can come off a title and these things. All right, you remember what we said?
Yeah, you asked about adding a man, adding a woman to the title, whether or not they could add a child to the title. What was that?
Yeah, if the two of them married and they have an outside youth, can he bring the youth now and say, he want this youth upon the title?
So I'm saying no, it is.
He must have the consent of the woman.
He must have the consent of the woman, but he can also change how they own the property. For example, if they own it as joint tenants, he needs your consent. But if they own it as tenants in common, he can always give his share to his son if he wants to. And split his share.
Explain the common, tenant in common, explain that.
So tenant in common is when people hold property in unequal share, or in a way where if you die, your share doesn't pass to the other person. So that is the legal ramification of that. So if you and I, Muta, own a piece of property as two business persons, right? Mm-hmm. If the fact that we're doing business, we can hold the property as tenants in common. That means if I supposed to drop out, my share wouldn't pass to Muta as my business partner. My share would go to my family. But if we hold it as joint tenants, Muta, I get my share if him outlive me, and he get Muta's share, Muta outlive me. And if me outlive Muta. You understand? That's how it goes.
So the youth him have now nothing to do with it then.
The youth him have, it's like a hard thing, add the youth to the title if she refused to consent. However, if he goes to court and gets the approval of the court, he can add the child to the title. But
so what will make the court give him the opportunity to add him to the title? What the court will have to say to him?
Well, remember, if he's adding the child to the title, you must, if she's unwilling to add the child to the title, it means that he would be asking the court to give consent to him giving a portion of his share to his child. So if
okay.
So in other words,
we'll have less, and the woman will still have more.
She don't have 50% still in a Muta. But he would have a cut fee one now in a 25% each.
Yeah.
You know, have to give him some piece of fee more.
All right, so if him dead now, and the son dead there, the fee 25% go to the woman or go to the son?
If it's held as joint tenants, his share automatically passes to the woman. And the son, the kids will get nothing. The kids get nothing. But if it's there as tenants in common, his share.
So she have 75% now then?
Yes. His 25% would have to be shared between the wife and his children. Because remember, I was already giving him other son 25%, only 25 him that have left.
To the Pentagon now here.
Yeah, that means I say. So that means she should have get 75%.
Should I get 75?
If him dead.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily. The son already gets. She already have fair 50%, but the other 25% was split between she and the other kid and the kids them. If him have more.
No, kids them. Wait there. All right, the two of them have 50% each.
Yes.
But the man now want to give him the outside son piece of the property. So he would have to share fee and piece 50%.
If he would share fee and piece 25. Agree?
Yeah. So if him dead now, who get the 25% when him dead?
If he leaves a will, so we have to give the answer, the legal answer. If he leaves a will, within it to his son, his son can get that 25% there. Alright, but
if he don't leave a will,
if he doesn't leave a will, the wife, if he only has one child, the wife gets 2/3 of that 25%.
Like Charlie Kirk, or in the memory of Charlie Kirk.
2/3 of which 25%? The man who dead are. No, explain it to me. Shall get 2/3 of which percent? The man who dead are the little son.
She already have 50%, you know, Muta, you can't, she already have that.
No, me know she have 50%. No, but me try to figure out between the son and the man who dead now. The youth are still hold on the 25%.
The youth are still keep him 25. So that 25.
And then now she get the 25% what the man did have.
When I said the 25% that the man did have, afterwards, if the man leave a will, he will go to whomever he wills it to. But if he doesn't leave a will, and she's going under the laws of intestacy, meaning he doesn't leave a will, so she's going to claim under the Intestates and Property Charges Act, she would get 2/3 of that 25%, and the other 1/3 will go to the son.
Okay.
It sounds a little complicated, but that's how the law works.
No, it's not complicated. It's just that me I try to figure it out. I try to figure it out, you know. Maybe some other people are listening to figure it out, but I try to figure it out. All right. So now I could go over. I could just get a review of where we're talking about. No? We are talking about property law and all them something, you know. And we start up at the pros and the cons. And you say the pros and the cons, that means say it what?
If you add your child to your title, and then title, it means if you were to pass on, you would have to think about paying the debt duties to get, you know, get a grant of probate or a grant of administration, and then you'd have to register the property and transmission to add the person to the title. There's a lengthy process that. So some people don't want to have to go through that. So you add the child to your title, or you're supposed to your title before you die. But the con is that sometimes you add some people to your title that are not as deserving as you thought initially. And these people may become, you know, troublesome later on in life. As I said to you before, I've seen cases where children are very spiteful and don't want to come off the title or tell the parents, listen, I'm entitled to this part of the property and you have to pay me and if you don't pay me, I'm not coming off the title. So you have to be careful about who you add to your title. All right, I'll show you a situation, Muta. A situation that I encountered recently. A lady had 4 children. 4 children she had, you know. And at the time she was buying her property, only one of the children, was old enough in terms of an adult. So she added him to the title. And tell him, say, you know, the property I have to hold away. Me and one of the children. When me dead, it's supposed to go to the wall out. When the lady dead, my man say, yo, I feel him alone for the property and I feel property, and the man give everybody notice off for the property. You know? The man told him siblings them off for the property, you know? And he knew that was not his intent, the intention of his mother. The intention of his mother was for
all of them share it.
To share it, but his name is on the title, which gives him more rights to the property than everybody else. So really, in law, it's his property. So the man tell him, other 3 siblings, them have to move on for the property and throw them off.
Terrible man, that lead to death, you know.
I'm telling you, there's nothing that divides families more than
land.
Dead-left property. Nothing.
Land, man. Yeah, man, that's true, man. Anyway, we have to move, you know.
If one person dies, the share of that person passes